Michaela Vernava for Nesson.com on Radio Row, and joined now by Hall of Fame receiver Tim Brown. Tim, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now, as the Denver Broncos get set to face off against the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl, I want to know what you think about this Denver Broncos receiving core.
Well, I think these guys have, been very instrumental on the team getting here. I think they may have played better football early in the year than they're probably playing right now. They had a lot of drop balls and things of that nature the last 4 or 5 weeks, but they're here, and that means a lot. And they can't get here without those guys playing good football. And so I'm really looking for these guys to play a lot better than they played the last couple of weeks. They got a very good defensive secondary that they're going up against, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they handle that.
In what ways does this group of receivers remind you of any squads you used to play with?
Well, we had a wide open type offense also, not so much quick pace like they do on offense most of the time, but we ran no huddle, we did all those kind of things the year we ended up going to the Super Bowl. So from that standpoint, it really reminds me of what we did. But we didn't have Peyton Manning, and Rich Gannon was a running quarterback, not a pocket quarterback, which was great for our offense. But playing with Jerry and myself and Jerry Porter, it was great fun.
Well, on one hand, Peyton Manning hasn't been the best this season, but on the other hand, he is still Peyton Manning. As a former receiver yourself, what would your confidence level be with him throwing you the ball in a Super Bowl game now?
Well, anytime you have a guy who has played at such a high level like Peyton has, you always want him on the field. If he wants to be on the field, and he's physically able to be on the field. So you saw that when he came in and took over for Brock, how he lifted the team up. All of a sudden, this team started playing better, blocking better, doing everything better. So that meant to me that they love this guy, and they want to not only win for themselves, but they want to win for him also. So you love to be on the field with a guy like Peyton anytime you can.
Well, back in New England, one vivid memory we all have from back when you were playing is, of course, the Snow Bowl Tuck Rule game. What are your memories of that game?
It was a tough game to digest. People ask me about, playing in the Super Bowl and losing it. That's not the game that drives me nuts. It's that Snow Bowl game that drives you nuts, because you had an opportunity to go next week in the AFC Championship game and beat a Pittsburgh team that was just okay at that time. But, to not have that opportunity because of that call is really tough to take.
So are there still negative feelings that linger now, even over 10 years later, over that game?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, that game will forever stick in my craw, no doubt about it. Even though there's nothing to do, and I had a chance to hang out with the great owner of the Patriots and see how great a guy he really is. But for some reason, you still don't like those. You just have that thing inside of you. I know they had nothing to do with the call, but it's just something about being in New England that drives you nuts,
Well, nonetheless, you certainly had an extremely successful career, which brings me to this ring.
One of these? Oh,
yes. Tell me about this ring.
It's really hot in here. Yeah, it is the Ring of Excellence by Kay Jewelers. They made this ring, and Kay Jewelers is the official jeweler of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. They also made my wedding band.
Wow.
So in my house, which ring do you think is more important? Right?
In your house, right. I'm going to have to go with that one,
exactly.
But in this house, this one.
No doubt. So I've been
Kay Jewelers certainly has you blinged out.
Yeah. Silver and black, got a little silver and black ring thing going on. But
like
so I've been telling everybody, hey, look, this Sunday is going to be for the men. Some women enjoy football, I get that. But the following Sunday is Valentine's.
A lot of women enjoy football.
Yeah, not in my house. In my house, it's all about Valentine's. It's not about this. So the following Sunday is Valentine's. So go out and do something great for your spouse. Upgrade that band, and make it nice.
All right. Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank
happy
you.
Super Bowl Sunday. And Tim, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Michaela. Appreciate your time.